So now we're going to talk about what you should do during your appointment. Okay, so if you're sitting in the chair, everything's going on, and suddenly you realize that the stylist is getting rough and start pulling at your hair, stop her. Don't hesitate to stop her and let her know, you know, Miss Ma'am, I am not comfortable with you treating my hair this way. I'm very tender-headed. My hair is I'm very tender-headed. It's hurting, and I would appreciate if you can basically be a little kinder to my scalp. You know, I've done that. I don't play around, but that's why I don't go to anybody. You know. The second point and the last point. I don't have a lot of points for this section, but the second point is when the stylist finish braiding your hair, do not allow her to take a scissors and basically cut along the braid. Okay, she is giving you, there's a high chance, there's a 99.9999% chance she is going to be cutting your natural hair. Okay, so I don't suggest, I don't advise. I know a lot of you, again, love the neat look, love it, but I do not advise you to have anyone take a scissors and basically clean up the braids. Our natural hair, it frays naturally. It comes out of the braid, depends on the braider, you know what I mean? But I don't allow anyone to clean up. I know that's something that they do. I don't allow that because you're giving yourself premature split ends when they do that. You're gonna cut your hair. She's gonna cut your hair. Okay, so don't allow anyone to take a scissors and snip, snip, snip. So the last part of this video is what to do after you get your hair braided. So as you would your natural hair, you should follow a regimen with having your box braids. Okay, now if you're not leaving it for a long time, 2 weeks, fine, no big deal. Your hair can survive 2 weeks of not being, you know, touched. Probably some people, I can, you know, it can, but for me, I know that it's gonna be in here for a while. So I build a regimen basically around my schedule and basically my hair needs. So my regimen basically allows me to hydrate, moisturize, and basically refresh my hair, basically like oiling my scalp and stuff like that. So with the braid, I usually get a spray bottle mixed with water, maybe like a leave-in conditioner, and every morning I usually just, you know, spray my hair, spray along the hair strands. Boop, 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 spray along the hair strand, just getting my hair nice and hydrated. It's summer, so I'm not worried about my hair drying during the day. I just do it first thing in the morning when I'm about to leave, or when I'm styling my hair, I just spray it, and then I'm all set for the day. At night, I tend to, with moisturizing, I still try to do the lock method, and I try to do that once a week. For the first maybe 6 weeks of having my hair, I kept up with it, and then the last couple of weeks, I haven't been, you know, I've been very busy. Let's just say how I do my moisturizing method is basically the same way I do my natural hair regimen. Spray like a leave-in conditioner, moisturizer, mix, whatever. But I usually dilute it with water. I always dilute it with water to avoid buildup. And I would spray along the braid. And then I would take an oil for sealing. So basically, I've been using the Infinite Hair Growth hair oil. I have been loving it. It's so lightweight. So I basically just put a few drops in my hand, warm it up, and then I just go along the hair and I seal it. And then usually I oil my scalp, so then I just go down my scalp, you know, braid by braid, and I just try to oil my scalp that way. Second most important thing to do while you're wearing, after you get your hair braided, while you're wearing a box braids hairstyle, is to wash your hair. Okay? Water and washing your hair is still the best way to moisturize it. Yes, you do the lock method and all that, but it's still the best way to get all of your hair strands rehydrated and moisturized. So I washed my hair probably 4 times in the last 2 months. I've washed my hair a total of 4 times in the past 2 months. I've worn this hairstyle. And so twice a month, twice in July, twice in August. Did I braid my hair in July or June? How long have I had my hair braided like this? I don't know anymore. I've washed my hair 4 times. So with my washing, I do have a video of how I wash my box braids. So if you're interested, you can check that out. I'll put the link in the bio right there. But yeah, you can check that out. So be sure to wash your hair. Another thing you can do while you have box braidings to maintain your natural hair is to do hot oil and deep conditioning treatments. Now I know braids would need a lot of product to do that, but you can use cheaper oils like coconut oil that you can pay a small amount for a lot, or olive oil and things like that, and just try to warm it up and do overnight hot oil treatment. A few other things I do to maintain my box braids, the few things I've done to maintain my box braids and to protect my natural hair is tying my hair down at night. Now let me tell you, I cannot sleep unless my hair is tied. Okay, I do not like feeling hair on my face when I'm sleeping. It's just my thing. So that comes easy for me. My mom is another story. She does not like tying her hair down. You know, whatever works for you, but I do suggest maybe getting a satin pillowcase or something to make it easier, because it does extend the life of your box braids, and it protects your natural hair, because you will avoid getting lint in your hair and all these different things. So tying down is another step I do to extend and protect my natural hair with box braids. So now that we've talked about what to do before, during, and after getting box braids, we're gonna talk about the takedown method. That's the last section. We're gonna talk bonus round. We're gonna talk about the takedown section. I was gonna make this another video, but then I was like, I'll edit another video. Let's just show you. Anyways, so let's talk about what to do when it's time to take these box braids out. So I'm at the end of the road with these box braids. They've been faithful to me for the past 2 months, and we've come to the end of the road, mainly because I miss touching my natural hair. I miss watching it. Yeah, that does happen. You do miss your hair. So I'm in the process of taking it down right now. I'm gonna expose myself. So so this is my natural hair. I did not detangle properly as yet, but as I told you, my natural hair is basically the length of these braids, basically the length, and it is not detangled, it's not straightened. I didn't use any heat. So my natural hair is basically the length of these braids, so I have to be careful when I'm taking these braids out. So one of the things I did was I loosed out one braid without cutting it, so to see where my hair ended. Like, it's not fair to just, you don't get an accurate measurement by just looking at it. So I just took one of these braids like this, and I can already see my hair. So I took some, so I loosed out one of these braids without cutting it first to see where my hair ended. And I do that for each section because my hair is a different length in different sections. So the back may be one length, the middle is probably the longest, the front is one length. So this side is probably longer than this side. I do have that. So every section I try to loose out one braid that is not cut, so I can get an idea of where my hair ends. So So my hair just popped out right there. So not this piece, but my hair just popped out right here. So my hair is about this long, basically, with it. So let's keep going. We are finished. That's my hair right there. Okay. So I always try to detangling before I take out another one. So yeah, that's it. Another point, another thing you should bear in mind when you're taking down your box braids is try to be careful with how you take the braids out. Don't just be raking your hair through the braids just to get out. You can be pulling your hair out. For instance, my hair, I haven't moisturized. I washed it last week, but I just oiled my scalp. I didn't do the whole moisturizing method because I wanted to take out my braids, and I was just really busy. So my hair is a bit dry. So I have to be careful with how I am taking my braids out, because my goal when taking braids out or wearing protective style is to retain as much length as possible. I don't want to just pull my hair out, cut it, and just pull it out. I'll lose hair. I'll lose more hair than needed. Okay, so make sure you take your hair out when you have enough time to do so. Okay, don't do it when you have somewhere to go. Natural hair is something that you need to dedicate time to, and do it when you have as much time as possible to dedicate. Okay.